How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I figured I'd go ahead and take the car out for a little cruise. Just got off work not too long ago, and I figured I haven't really done a real POV drive since I've had the new exhaust on, so I figured I'd go ahead and bring it out. In case you are wondering, before I get in the video, it is boreless stinger catback with a catless X pipe, and I still have the stock manifolds. So far, since I have had the new exhaust, I will say that it has been worth it. And honestly, I thought it was like gonna be really loud. It was loud whenever I first had it, but now it's kind of toned down and broke in a little bit more. But I mean, I'm kind of used to it at this point, especially just like downshifts and everything. It just makes it sound a whole lot better. But obviously, it is kind of obnoxious everywhere you go. So like, I ain't trying to do that all the time. I might give it a first gear pull, I don't know. Spin City. It's crazy because this car isn't really enough power to spin, but for some reason it did right there a lot. It definitely does improve the driving experience by a whole lot. Because I mean, obviously if the car is louder and you hear it more, it's a lot more fun than whenever it wasn't. So if you are in the market for making your car louder, I definitely do recommend an X or H pipe with no cats. Because it took me forever to do this for some reason, and it's just so much better. Just being able to go cruise with a car that actually sounds like really good. Also, it is confirmed now that I am going to Mustang Week. So if you are going to that, comment down below, let me know, and also let me know what you guys are driving. And if you happen to see me around there, be sure to say what's up, or if you happen to see my car or something, post on your story and tag me. Do all that good stuff. It'd be pretty sick to see how many people actually kind of recognize me. As long as I can get the car down there. I've been battling some issues, but hopefully within these next 2 months, hopefully I'll be able to get everything straightened out. I still don't know if it's like a clutch issue or not that I've been facing. I feel like it is, but I also feel like it's not. And there's many things it could be, but it's kind of hard to diagnose something whenever it only happens for like 10 seconds or so. But I'm going to be going to Florida like the second week of July, and after that, depending on like what all I find, I might try to take it to a transmission shop and see if they can open it up and just try to do a diagnostic on it. If that's all that happens and I'm out a couple $100, then oh well. That's just what you got to do sometimes. I just want to be able to take it to Mustang Week and drive it 4 hours because I don't trailer this car. So I want to be able to drive it and be able to get it there and back. I picked like the wrong time to go film this because it's currently 6:30, and that's usually whenever a lot of people are trying to get off work and get home. It's actually crazy too because it seems like it's only like 2 months away before we can go to Mustang Week, which is crazy because it seems like I was just there. It's coming up a lot quicker, which just means the time's been flying by. Maybe since that car's turning, maybe I'll be able to open the car up a little bit more. I don't know what this stuff is in the road. It's like tire. Like a little sounds like so nasty. I mean, it sounds like this car should make a lot more power, but I mean, it doesn't really make that much. I remember whenever I had it dynoed last, which was before like a whole bunch of stuff was done to it, they made like 240-ish, I think, which is obviously nothing. But at the time, for what was done to it, it was actually pretty impressive, because I think all that was done was literally just a poor performance manifold. But now also there's a lot more stuff. I mean, it's pretty much close to full bolt-on, if you want to say that. But I mean, I do think that this X-Pipe with no cast, it definitely opened it up more. And I think it probably gained 15 horsepower maybe. I mean, who really knows without dyno in the car. But it definitely does feel more responsive, which is good. Nothing like just being able to get off work and go hop and have a nice little cruise. Especially when your car sounds this good. Oh my god. It might be slow, but it's so fun to drive. I think what gets me and it's most fun is being able to do these like rev matches and everything. I think that's what really sounds the best. And just like being able to roll into it like that, just so good. It's just also really obnoxious though, especially second gear. It's like so loud outside the car. Also, one of my favorite things is just being able to hear it bounce off the walls. Cause like I'm about to go by with some buildings, and then say if I go on like this main street up here, you'll really be able to hear it echo and everything. Tracks are a little gnarly though right here. Gotta kind of watch out, which I will say the mid-pipe did give it a little bit more clearance. Just listen to this right here, like bounce off this building. Just so good. I'm not even going fast or anything either. I just love the fact that I can kind of keep it tame like it is right now. And I can just like kind of open it up just like by easily stepping on it. And that's not even me like really full throttle or anything, it's just kind of rolling into it. That is one perk about it. One day I'll be able to have houses like this because it's just awesome. It's a nice farmhouse and a little pond in the back with a good view, and it's right next to the golf course, which I don't really golf that much anymore. I used to a lot, but I don't know, I just haven't really been that much this year. Definitely need to go out there again though. That place is getting too expensive though. Like, they think they're a lot better than what they are, in my opinion. I just think their prices are getting a little too much. But they don't have much competition around here, like in this area, so they only have about one other course that's probably on their level, and they charge pretty much the same, so. of this car, but at the same time, I kind of am itching for like an S197 or just something, a new Coyote or whatever. I know I keep saying that, but kind of makes me just want to be able to save my money and just do stuff with that eventually too, and be able to have like both cars on the channel instead of, okay, why are you gonna pull out and go like really slow? But I just want to be able to have like two really cool cars. Okay. I don't know what this car is doing. Like I was saying, that I can have like two really cool cars to make content off of instead of just like one car, and especially if two out. There's only like a certain niche for people that will actually watch this stuff. Not necessarily that there's gonna be a ton of people watching Coyote stuff, because I know everybody wants like the new 24s and everything, but it'll still bring in a more audience, I think. Probably be able to bounce off the walls right here a little bit. Dude, holy crap. It's like so good. I guess I'm gonna head to the gas station. I can fill up this bad 1,000 horsepower car. This thing fast in a third for some reason. So like I said, I am gonna probably go and fill this thing up, and I guess that's pretty much gonna be the end of the video. Let me know what you guys thought. If you guys like this exhaust better, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Helps me out a ton, and I guess I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go put some corn in here. Why can't I get that in gear? Corn.
Just kidding. It's a 2 valve. It's too slow.